Very good morning to all of you students. Let us proceed with the lesson, and the next topic that we are studying today is specific heat capacity. Before we see what specific heat capacity is, we will just go through the experiment that is given here. For this experiment, you need a tray, and in that tray you have to take a solid wax. So the tray is completely filled initially with solid wax. Then you need 3 spheres, and those spheres are made out of iron, copper and lead. All the 3 spheres are of the same size and same mass. Now on another side you have to keep water for boiling, and we know the boiling point of water is 100 degree Celsius. Once the water comes to boil, transfer all the 3 balls into the beaker that is containing boiling water. Leave the spheres for about say 10 minutes in boiling water. Now the temperature for each of the spheres is same, that is 100 degree Celsius, and they have been left in boiling water for same time, that is 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, transfer all the 3 balls onto the tray containing wax. Now what will we observe? We will observe that the balls being very hot, or the spheres which will be very hot, will start melting the wax. As the wax melts, the balls start penetrating downwards. After say 10 to 12 minutes, observe the depths to which these balls have penetrated. So you find that the ball that has penetrated the maximum is iron. Copper penetrates lesser than iron, whereas lead penetrates least as compared to iron and copper. So copper penetrates intermediately between the two, that is iron and lead, that is in between, it will occupy the space. Now what is the principle behind this, or why this happened? Because all the 3 were of the same mass, all the 3 were dipped into boiling water at the same time, they all 3 had the same temperature, yet the wax that was melted by each of them was different, or the depths to which they penetrated were different. So let us see why this happened. The sphere which absorbs more heat from the water will give more heat to wax. This is the first observation that we would have generally made, and the conclusion that we would have come to, that though the spheres were dipped in hot water for the same period, the sphere which absorbed maximum heat was capable of melting maximum wax. So the maximum heat was absorbed by iron, and so maximum wax was melted by iron, and so it penetrated the deepest. More wax will thus melt, and the sphere will go deeper in the wax. So copper and lead in that case must have absorbed lesser amount of heat, and hence they melt lesser wax, and hence they penetrate lesser as compared to iron. It can be observed that iron sphere goes deepest into the wax, lead sphere goes the least, and copper sphere goes to the intermediate depth. Intermediate, that is in between. So copper is going to occupy a space between iron and lead. This shows that for equal rise in temperature, the 3 spheres have absorbed different amounts of heat. So this is what we have just now said, that all the 3 are made out of different metals, but they were kept in boiling water, that is at the same temperature. The rise in temperature for all the 3 was same, that is 100 degrees Celsius, yet the amount of heat that each one absorbed was different. This means that the property which determines the amount of heat absorbed by a sphere is different for the 3 spheres. So what is that property which is determining the amount of heat that is absorbed by each of them? This property is called as specific heat capacity. the specific heat capacity for iron, copper and lead are different. Since the specific heat capacity value is different for each absorbed different quantities of heat from boiling water, and they transferred this heat to the wax in different quantities. The one which absorbed maximum heat transferred maximum heat and melted maximum wax. The one which absorbed least heat melted least wax and penetrated least. We know that metals are good conductors of heat and hence they absorb the heat and transfer this heat to the solid wax. So this property which determines the amount of heat absorbed by a sphere is different for the three spheres. So this property is called specific heat capacity and it is different for each of them, and hence each of them absorbs different quantities of heat and transfer it to the solid wax. Now here we have the values of all the three, that is specific heat of iron is 0.110, whereas that of copper is 0.095 and that for lead is 0.031. So it is highest for iron and least for lead. Specific heat of iron is highest, hence it absorbs maximum quantity of heat and then transfers maximum heat to the wax. Whereas the specific heat capacity of lead is least, so it absorbed least quantity of heat and transferred least amount onto the wax slab, and so it melted least amount of wax. So this property is called a specific heat capacity. To be more precise and coming to the definition of specific heat, it means that every substance will require a certain specific or fixed amount of heat to raise its temperature just by 1 degree Celsius. To make the temperature of iron rise by 1 degree Celsius, specific amount of heat or a definite quantity of heat will be required by iron. Same will be the case with copper and lead. Copper will require a different quantity of heat to raise its temperature by just 1 degree Celsius. Similarly, the temperature to raise the temperature of lead by just 1 degree Celsius, a different quantity of heat will be required. So this is what is specific heat capacity, that every substance requires a fixed amount of heat to raise its temperature just by 1 degree Celsius. Now coming to definition and the formula for calculating specific heat in the next slide.